Hey, what's up, guys? It's Blackbeard here again with Lele Face for probably the final time for this little recording session. But anyway, um, I'm back here again with another, wow, I can't even talk. Can't even talk. But yeah, anyway, this time it's against a Japanese person named Pac-Man. I believe that's Japanese, the way it's all formatted. Now, this battle was done when I was on a tilt. I will be completely honest with you, because I had lost two battles before. I had lost one battle like beforehand, before this battle, because of I lost one battle beforehand because of some hacks. Actually, no, I had lost one battle beforehand because of team composition issues, which was Tapu Koko and Garchomp leads actually completely sold my team. I had no actual outs to it. Like, I actually had no outs to it, and it was kind of scary. At this point, I had put Beware back on the team. Now, what I didn't say just now was that two battles before this, I ended up, what was it? I ended up losing because of hacks twice, and I was on a tilt. And if you've been on my channel or with me in the past, you know that if I get tilted, I get worse hacks as things go along. So I pretty much started out, I had a perfect lead against this dude. He has to switch out. And at this point when he does the doubling lead, I'm already aware, like, okay, so this is like the perfect situation. He goes for DD, it doesn't really matter, because he's just at +1 speed pretty much, because I had already intimidated him before. Now, I go for Toxic on the Gyarados because I'm just like, I'm going to probably start going for Tapu Koko here. And because I'm just like, Gyarados can't really do much. They can't really do much. Now, I want you to keep in mind what I just said. Gyarados cannot do much. Keep that ingrained in your head until the end here. And I'm going to protect Lumineon because I'm just like, I'm predicting Discharge, but he actually doesn't. And he goes to the Waterfall. Lumineon takes it. Surprisingly, nobody knows Lumineon has Storm Dream, it seems like, because people still try to use water moves. It's not like Gastrodon where it's pretty obvious. But anyway, yeah. So he goes for D-Gleam actually. If I had known he was gonna do that, I probably would. If I had known he would have went for D-Gleam instead of Discharge, I probably would have went for I probably would have went for Scald. But I didn't want to take that chance because Lumineon was pretty much my win con against that Gyarados. If I let Lumineon die, I was just kind of in deep butter. Anyway, he's in the Garchomp, and I have to switch out Marowak because if he goes for Tectonic Rage or something, I don't want to take a lot. I don't want to lose my Marowak because that is I think he had a Celesteela in the back or in his party, and I was just like, I can't lose this. So he goes for the Protect, and I was like, okay, he went for Earthquake. He actually was for Dragon Claw, and as you'll see, my Lumineon eats this really well. I don't even think it's a 3 KO after the leftovers, after -1. I charm it, and now it's doing like nothing. It's doing nothing. So I recover, and Gyarados is taking increasingly huge toxic damage. He goes for Dragon Claw on my Salamence. Now, this is where I lose my Salamence to an Ice Fang. I don't know what the standard spread of Gyarados is, but I don't know what the standard spread is. It might be mono water with the Waterium Z or whatever with Hydro Vortex, but because that's what I usually see. That's usually like the standard that I see like every time. This one didn't have it, and that's the whole reason I brought Lumineon, because I was just like, I don't want to have that wasted. But he actually has Ice Fang, and none of the Gyarados I fought before had that, so I was just like, okay. So I'm getting people that have moves that I don't see every day. He switches out Garchomp here. I'm pretty sure I go for D-Gleam here, or do I just go for Discharge? Oh no, I go for Protect here, because I was just like, I cannot risk it. And he goes for Ice Fang. It was pretty obvious. I go for Scald. Now, I think this is the turn. Now, Alright, well, let's see. After all the flipping leftovers recovery, he lives on, and this is where if I had used Scald earlier, I probably would have picked up the knockout, and I would have avoided this issue. But anyway, I go right back into Marowak because I'm just like, I can't afford to lose this. Now, he goes for Ice Fang. Now, remember when I said Gyarados isn't a problem? Guess what happens here? I get flinched. And remember when I said, if I'm on tilt, I get hacked a lot more? I got flinched by Ice Fang. At this point, I was ready to just hit my DC switch because honestly, I was at the point where I was just like, I'm so sick of Pokemon for today. Because I had already lost too many times because of dumb hacks at the worst situations. And I was really ready to hit it. And I was just like, alright, there's still a chance. As long as I get this Protect off, and if he goes for, I have to go for the double Protect here and hope he goes for Earthquake. Like, I have to hope. And I actually called it right because he actually does, everybody protects except for Garchomp, he goes for Earthquake. And now I'm in a situation where I would win as long as I just D-Gleam and go from there. Guess what? He goes for a double protect and I was just like, alright. So I win. No. He is Scarfed. He is the only Garchomp I fought today that was Scarfed. Just so happens that I was on the tilt when this happened. Coincidence? I think not. So, everybody gets nuked except for Tapu Koko, who lives on with its Sash. And basically this came down to D-Gleam killing from a base 95 special attack Mon. I do get the kill. I calculated it and it was a roll pretty much. And I'm actually surprised I didn't get the low roll. But I almost got done in by a matchup that I played almost perfectly. But regardless, I do get the win. Narrow 1-0, 1 HP victory. I don't want to sound like a jerk. I don't think it should have been that close, personally, because I was outplaying him at every corner, and he got rewarded by. He pretty much got rewarded by one Ice Fang that pretty much almost won him the game as a whole, even though I had been outplaying them the whole game. Granted, I had some misplays of my own, like not expecting Ice Fang, even though Ice Fang is like a standard and general OU for Gyarados, so I probably should have expected that, but I was too tilted to actually pay attention to that. So I was caught off guard, and as you'd probably guess, I was kind of salty about it too. Regardless, like I said, 1 HP, narrow 1-0. Pretty fun battle though, I will admit. After I desalted myself, I definitely say I had fun with the battle. That'll be it, guys. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.